Okay, stay to the end of this video to find out why I am so pissed off and why I don't have any notes. Welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina KRSTINA. This is where we read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music, none of those fancy stuff going on here. And if everybody could hit like when you get this video, please hit like. So anyways, I wasn't going to do this book. I wasn't. Because I've been told and confirmed by the author that her publisher told her to cease and desist. And we've talked about this with the 3 previous books. Or actually the last previous book. When I discovered, I went looking for this book and the next book. And apparently there is no next book because her publisher told her to cease and desist. And I went into my spiel about Brenda Joyce. So anyway, this book arrived. And it sat on the table, and it sat on the table, and it sat on the table, and it sat on the table. And it's been about 5 weeks. So I decided I might as well go ahead and read it because I was so, I don't like to get invested if the series isn't going anywhere. But I decided I would read to see what happens in this book. And I don't have my notes. Stay to the end of this video and find out why I will spend the rest of the day trying to get my notes. The entire rest of the day. When I've got other things to do, I've got a test I gotta take. But anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. So we have Genevieve. And she's a reporter. She's also from a very wealthy family. She's also totally, absolutely in love with Daniel, who used to be head of a gang, maybe, sort of, kind of, maybe. And his sister, got in good with this guy. And this guy left him all his money. So now Daniel is a very wealthy man. So she and Daniel are to get married. And I'm really just surprised at the quickness of their marriage. But this is supposed to be the book of their marriage. And there's a couple of things going on here. Actually, there's quite a few things going on. And you're not sure what's going. The end, the ending, the plot is like this many layers, like this. It's got this many layers on it. Oh, she's still over there. Good grief. So let's see. We're preparing for the wedding, and Genevieve is concerned about female stuff. The possibility of contraception stuff. So her mom knows this lady. How does she know this lady? Well, they did surrogate stuff, voter stuff. So she knows this lady who can give her some stuff. Maybe has a line on stuff. Smokey. It's your fault I'm in this predicament. So they go see this lady. And this lady is under surveillance by police officers for supposedly dealing in illegal stuff. And there was a fire at this one place, and now Genevieve's, this lady that she goes to see a couple days later, not only is the lady killed, but the place is burned down. And Daniel is with his wedding photographer and Smokey. It's your fault. It's your fault. She's sitting over there crying. It's her fault. It's 100% her fault. And she's still waiting. And you'll see at the end what she's waiting for. But she's going to wait all day. Because it's going to take me all day to fix the stupid thing. Because the back, if you open the back, I need to find the rubber mallet to shut it. Because you can shut it. But for whatever reason, the machine doesn't register that it's shut. You really have to shove it. And, I'm not strong enough. So I need to find the rubber mallet to give it a good... I've been using a regular hammer, but I don't want to do too much damage to it. And the regular hammer isn't doing much. I really need to push it closed to register. I mean, it's closed. But the machine doesn't register it's closed. So I need to find the rubber mallet to give it a good push. Because Smokey's going to be sitting over there waiting for all day for the action. So where was it? Oh. So, it's kind of hard to... So these places are getting... Daniel's life is... and his photographer and him get out. But after they discover that the fire was deliberately set. And then Daniel gets a blast from the past. Sorta, kinda. This guy comes up to Daniel pretending to be his long-lost brother. Knows some stories, knows details that no one else would know. Tells a very convincing story. But Daniel's like, I don't know. So he does some investigation. And his investigation leads to unpleasant information. I won't reveal it all to you, because that's one of the end points. So we have this guy pretending to be his brother, who just happens to be in the locations of the fires twice, to save Genevieve once, and I think he saves Daniel once, I forget. And then we have this young lady, a friend of Genevieve's, who's really, really desperate to talk to Genevieve. And I figured Genevieve was busy with something. So she said, I will come by to see you. And the lady's like, okay. And when eventually Genevieve gets around to coming to see this lady, she's told that she is not in residence and that she has gone off to Paris or somewhere. And Genevieve doesn't question it. At this point, this gentleman comes up to Genevieve, who she knows, and insinuates, or Genevieve assumes stuff. And that's a huge, massive mistake on Genevieve's part. And the author's notes at the end will reveal why Genevieve fell for this. She is still over there crying at the machine. I'll see if I can post it later. Hold on a second. She wants at it. She's sitting over there crying at it. Well, it's not gonna work till I fix it. And it's not gonna work till I get a mallet to push that cover back. She's sitting over there crying, screaming her bloody lungs out. Stop crying. The thing's broken. It's not gonna work. Just because it's your fault. She's gonna go back over there. There she goes. She wants to go back and play with it. Smoke. Come here. Come here. How did your thing get so... Oh, it's on the mountain. It's on the carpet. Here. Your thing's not wobbly anymore. But you don't care. You're going back over to the machine. So where was I? Oh, good Lord. Stop! We're planning a wedding. There are 3 fires that may or may not be related. Possibly a 4th. A friend of Genevieve's goes missing. And Genevieve mistakenly assumes that this guy wants to take her to see Boyle, who's a head guy. We don't see Boyle in this at all, I don't think. And he's the head guy of the mob. And because she falls victim to this guy, she ends up in a sane asylum. And in the insane asylum, she finds Prue, the missing friend who supposedly went to Paris. So, and then the police want to arrest Daniel for killing Genevieve. They totally, absolutely believe that it's Daniel's fault that Genevieve has died, supposedly in the fire, even though there was no bodies found in that fire. And the end reveal is like thick and layered and layered and layered. Because you got all this stuff going on. It's a very, very must pay attention to. Everybody's got their why. And it's just very, very thick and compact. And I don't even know where my... I have no idea where my glasses are either. I've lost everything today. So, is this guy Daniel's real brother? What happened to Daniel's brother? What happened to Daniel's siblings? I would have liked to have seen the book, or have Daniel be given the book, but it's in Minnesota, so it may have burned in the fire. She's over there looking at the... Stay to the end of this video. I'll put her reason why she's over there crying. So, where was I? So, we meet quite a few people in here, but your core characters are just Esme, Daniel. You don't see... Genevieve, Daniel, excuse me. You don't see Esme too much because she's with child. Rupert doesn't play a major role as he used to in previous books. We've got Connor here. We've got Longstreet, the detective, hanging out. We've got Genevieve's parents. But mostly it's Genevieve and Daniel doing stuff. Mostly it's just focused on the two of them and the wedding preparations. And of course, since she's in a insane asylum, the wedding doesn't happen. Until... And I was wondering if she was going to use that as an excuse for the next book, but obviously there was no next book. And I was wondering if she knew there was no next book when she was writing it, and that's why she took such pains to tie up some loose endings. Some characters she'd sent away, she brought them all back at the end. It was like a reunion. So that may have been good too. But it was a good story. A couple hours. And, I gotta deal with the crier over there. I don't even know if I told this right. I'm so tired. And I don't have my notes to follow the chronological thing. But Genevieve gets mixed up in something for her reasons for trying to pursue to find who really set fire to the madam's house. And she's not really a madam, she's um herbalist midwife situation. But also Daniel and the photographer, and there was something else that burned, and they're trying to figure out what do these three things have in common. So that's all unraveled at the end, and why Genevieve was taken, why Prue ended up in the asylum. It's a whole very, very layered, very, 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 very thick layer at the end. Very, very, really multi-layered plot line there that's all revealed in steps at the end. And there's quite a few people involved in it, and they each had their own reason for pursuing these evil things. So, well, that's the end of that. And I got a surprise book today. It showed up. So I'm going to go read that. So watch tomorrow to find out what the surprise book was. I've been waiting for a few months for it to show up. And it finally showed up. So I'm going to go read that. And then I have 2 series I'm leaning towards to start. They're short. They're only a couple books. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, enjoy. Have a good one.